Hello, I'm Vicki from Aussie Stampers. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm playing with some Epson photo paper and alcohol inks. And I want to show you what fantastic designs you can create using some Colorless blender. This is the COPIC Zero Colorless blender in a bowl with a small paintbrush. And I have a V09 re-inker and a BG15 re-inker in the various inks. Now I'm going to put a very light coat on the reverse side of the photo paper, not the glossy side, on the more matte side. It seems to work better on that side. I tried the glossy side, didn't get results as spectacular as this. Now this is just so much fun to do. You can see I'm just dropping those areas of ink down onto the card and I'm just touching it with the center of the circle. So I'm touching my Colorless blender, which is on the end of my paintbrush, to the center of those circles and just adding more ink as I need to. It's such fun. It's just forming gorgeous cells of ink and you can keep playing, keep adding. You can put circles here, circles there. You can put a multitude of circles on each part, or you can put a single circle in the middle. And you can see if I add more ink each time, it will just flood out and start covering the entire paper. This is a really fun technique that you can do, and it is really interesting to see how it will change from colour to colour. So with two different re-inkers, I've managed to get 4 or 5 shades using the one colour. I just love it. And you can see I'm just going back in, and using that little china dish is important because you don't want to use this in something that will stain. So I can pretty much clean this out of my little china dish afterwards, and I can clean down the paintbrush using the Colorless blender. Now just keep adding and just keep dabbing away. I found that that purple part, which was where I put a lot of the V09 ink, needed more green in the center of it. And you can see what happens here where I add that green to the middle, it starts to dilute all that darker color. And rather than having a big blot of color, it's actually starting to give me something to play with. And I just love it. Really fun. If you haven't tried this technique, it's simple. And the Epson photo paper I actually got free when I bought some refills, ink refills for my printer. So I didn't even have to pay for it. It's very inexpensive and you can pick it up at the supermarket. It's only a couple of dollars. But remember, this was done on the reverse side, not the super glossy side. It just seems to absorb the inks better, whereas the glossy side, the ink grabs and it doesn't really move around at all. You can see how I'm just able to change that just by adding that Colorless blender. It just fades out, it moves the ink around, it helps it blend into the other colours there, and it's just gorgeous. And I can add a dot to the centre, then come back with more Colorless blender, add a second dot, add a third dot, add a fourth dot, and it just pulls those colours around. It's really pretty. Now when you finish, make sure to clean up your re-inkers on the outside so that you don't have too much mess there. I'm a bit tidy and neat with my art supplies, so I like to look after them really, really well. And that last bit of Colorless blender I've put into the bowl, I'm just going to just touch up a few bits here and there. And I'm going to put this piece in my art journal when it's finished, use it as a feature in one of my smaller art journals, and put some brushstroke modern calligraphy with it, and just have something really pretty in my journal that I can remember as something that I had a whole lot of fun creating. I hope you give this a try. You can clean everything up, and if it doesn't quite come out, just use some Colorless blender on it and that will keep the ink liquid and keep it moving for you, and the paintbrush cleans off really well. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Just 2 colours of ink refills. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, leave me a comment and share it with your friends. Bye for now.